You've been living with artificial intelligence for years. It's not the stuff of science fiction.
I
No Hell
know,
9000 judging your
right?
questionable taste in music. Instead, it's the quiet, unassuming intelligence that predicts your next word in a text message. The one that decides which cat video will finally break your resolve and make you late for work. This is artificial narrow intelligence, or ANI, and it's the only kind of AI we really have.
Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support.
Think of it as a genius with a one-track mind. Can beat the world champion at Go, but it can't tell you if your socks match. It can diagnose cancer from a medical scan with superhuman accuracy, but it would be utterly stumped by a toaster. Each ANI is a master of its own tiny universe, a savant locked in a single, all-consuming task. So, what happens when we take this brilliant yet profoundly limited intelligence and give it a body? What happens when we ask this one-trick pony to be our partner, our helper, our companion in the physical world? This is the grand, audacious experiment unfolding in robotics labs from Boston to Silicon Valley. We are building humanoid robots, machines that walk and move like us, and we are powering them with an intelligence that is fundamentally, well, narrow. Does this make them weak? Is a robot that can perfectly assemble a car but can't understand a joke a failure? Or is it something else entirely? Consider the latest creations from companies like Figure AI, which recently partnered with OpenAI, the minds behind ChatGPT. Their robot, Figure 01, can now have full conversations, understanding and responding to spoken language. It can watch a human make coffee and then figure out how to operate the machine itself. This seems anything but narrow, doesn't it? But look closer. The robot isn't understanding coffee in the way you do, with memories of cozy mornings and the fear of a looming deadline. It's processing data, running a complex algorithm that links the visual input of the coffee maker with the linguistic command, make coffee, and a vast database of learned actions. It's a breathtakingly sophisticated chain of cause and effect, a digital domino rally of immense complexity, but it's still a specific trained task. It has learned coffee making, not becoming a barista. The same principle applies to the acrobatic marvels from Boston Dynamics. When you see their Atlas robot perform a backflip, you're not witnessing a moment of spontaneous joy. You're seeing the result of countless hours of simulation and a control system that makes thousands of micro-adjustments every second. The robot's brain is a symphony of sensors and motors, all governed by an ANI focused on one thing: not falling over in the most spectacular way possible. It's a master of balance, but it has no concept of why it's balancing in the first place.
Let us see some infographic in this regard. You can see this web page where I have put all together all the information and data analysis, and created some charts. And you can see the ghost in the machine is a specialist, because this is based on the ANI, that is percentage of ANI AI is, that is narrow intelligence, is today's 100%. Okay. And the specialist's mind, that means a definition, artificial narrow intelligence is a master of its own tiny universe. And this is it in the Go game. It beats the world Go champion 100 of 100. Diagnose medical scans 198 out of 100. But if you ask ANI to tell a convincing joke, it is miserably failed. It is only 1%. 1%. And if you ask ANI to operate a toaster, it cannot do that. Just zero. Okay. And human generalist versus robot specialist. You can see the robot specialist, the graph is very, very narrow, very, very narrow. In fact, in social nuance, it is only 2 out of 10. Whereas social nuance in our human perspective, it is 90%, and it is 2%, only 2%. So there are, but however, if you come to pattern recognition, it is 99%, and humans can do that only 75%. In creativity, humans are 80%, and this ANI is only 5%. So there are a lot of difference between artificial narrow intelligence and human ability. And how a robot learns a task, you can see the model, that is spoken command language model, task decomposition, vision and motor control. Then comes the power of digital practice, task success rate, and projected growth of specialized robot. In by 2025, market billions is this is manufacturing and logistics is 150 billions, whereas in healthcare it is 45 billion. So there are a lot of things you can see in this web page. So let's start with the other part of the video.
So, are these robots weak because their intelligence is confined? Or is this very confinement their greatest strength? Imagine a robot powered by a more general intelligence, one that could ponder the meaning of its own existence while also being asked to unload the dishwasher. Would it get distracted? Would it decide that organizing the cutlery is a meaningless pursuit in the face of cosmic entropy? Would you have to debate existential philosophy just to get a clean fork? The narrowness of today's robot minds is a feature, not a bug. Creates a predictable, reliable machine. You want a robot that can tirelessly work on an assembly line or assist a surgeon with unwavering precision. You don't want it to have an off day because it's contemplating the fleeting nature of beauty. The technical marvel isn't just in the walking or the talking. It's in the carefully constructed limitations. Engineers use techniques like reinforcement learning, where a robot is rewarded for desired behaviors in a simulation. It's a bit like training a puppy, but instead of treats, the reward is a mathematical thumbs up. The robot learns to perform a task by running through millions of scenarios, failing over and over in a virtual world until it finds the optimal path. This process creates a highly specialized skill set, perfectly tailored to a specific function. It doesn't create a general understanding of the world. The robot that learns to inspect a turbine blade doesn't know what a turbine is for, or what wind is, or what a bird that might fly into the turbine is. It just knows the precise shape and texture of a perfect blade. And for its job, that's all it needs to know. This raises a fascinating question about what we truly want from a robot partner. Do we want a mechanical friend who can share our hopes and dreams? Or do we want a hyper-competent tool that can make our lives easier? The latest research suggests we're getting the latter, dressed up to look a little like the former. The humanoid form is a clever piece of user interface design. We are building robots that look like us because our world is built for us. They have hands to grasp our tools, legs to climb our stairs. But the intelligence inside that familiar shape is profoundly alien. It is a focused, relentless, and utterly unemotional problem-solving engine. So, the next time you see a video of a robot performing some incredible feat, don't just be amazed by what it can do. Be amazed by what it can't do. Be amazed by the deliberate, ingenious narrowness of its mind. These robots aren't weak because they are specialized. They are powerful because they are specialized. They are the ultimate specialists in a world that increasingly values expertise. And as for the dream of a true robot companion, one that can laugh at your jokes and understand your fears, that requires a different kind of intelligence, one that we have yet to create. It requires a mind that is not just narrow but deep. And whether we will ever achieve that, or if we should even want to, is perhaps the most important question of all.
So that is it. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's continue this conversation in the comments below. If you like the video, please hit the bell icon to get notified, and don't forget to like with your friends, share, and subscribe for more insights. If you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support. It means a lot to me. And please consider signing up for membership zone to support Wooden Slate so that we can make it better and better. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Take care and stay safe.